everyone, welcome back to the Star Wars Popcast, episode 31. My name is Christopher.
And I'm Patrick.
And I'm Lex.
And today we're talking, what are we talking? Chases, I think we're talking on this episode. Going through some chases, Funko chases, discussing lazy chases and not so lazy chases. Because our friends we over at K-Dog and Fish, they did a video of lazy chases. And we had Fish on the podcast, a few episodes back now. Probably last month.
Yeah, I think we had Fish on as one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah, but yeah, they did an episode on lazy chases and which ones they thought were lazy and which ones they thought were, in their terms, a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that. But let's get into, I guess, our first segment. We don't really have much news this week.
No, nothing really released. New, I think
nothing released.
Everything's settling
anything
down.
New with you guys though? Like, did you guys pick up anything this week? Like, how has your week been? As far as like pickups go, or
so I ordered the Darth Vader facet, so that should be coming in shortly. I did actually pick up the 1/6 scale, not Funko related, but the 1/6 scale of the Hera and Chopper bust yesterday. So I'm excited to go ahead. I'll probably unbox that tomorrow. But not much. I mean, I kind of expected there wasn't going to be too much news this week since we literally got bombed last week with a whole bunch of news. So I think it's to be expected. It comes in waves.
Yeah, I agree. Just after San Diego Comic-Con and everything, I think the only thing I thought was kind of like were like extended that San Diego Comic-Con were those Freddy Funkos that they kind of did. Like that, was that Funville or Funtown or Campville?
Something like that.
But I think they did like a funky Anakin Skywalker. They did one that was like, I think it was out of 250 pieces or something like that. The glow in the dark version. So a few of those kind of Freddy Funko, Chewbacca, like that. But I don't think
there was a Luke with Grogu there as well.
Yeah, they did it. I saw a Stormtrooper too.
Yeah,
so I think it just kind of fizzled down after that, and that was kind of just a little bit more of that San Diego Comic-Con, craziness, and I think everything settled down. People been able to go out to their local retailers for some of the shared exclusives and stuff, and I have seen some people already with the Leia, the young Leia. So I'm hoping we get that soon. So
so I actually went out yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. I went to the mall, checked a couple places that I thought would have it because a couple stores got the little raptor, the baby raptor inside the egg, the hatching one, and that one's pretty good. That's a good one. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, because they did a really nice job on the detailing on that one.
Nice.
But I figured those places would get the Leia in, but they haven't gotten it. So I talked to one place, and they're holding one for me when it comes in. So hopefully next month.
Nice.
Crossing my fingers. Cool. So other than that, not much new. So we'll jump into the our first segment, which is usually our second segment on the show, our Pop and Deals. What's going on with Pop and Deals this week?
So as we are talking chases, I decided to find a few. I mean, there's not too many Star Wars chases out there, but I found a few for some pretty good deals, so I've got those lined up. Excited to show you.
Nice.
Yeah, let's jump into that.
No money, no parts, no deal.
Cool. So the first one that we have is Iden Versio, her chase. So the PPG is $50. So honestly, with either seller, you'd be saving $10. I think I found mine on Whatnot for about $30, which I thought was really good. But I absolutely love this character. I played all of Battlefront 2, and it was really cool. So I have, I got the GameStop one with the helmet off, and I also got this one through Whatnot. So I definitely really like this chase.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have this one either.
I didn't get this chase yet. I was looking for this one. I did get the common of this, but this just is awesome. Yeah.
I feel like I love the helmet, no helmet version, and it's like a girl, so I thought that was even cooler. So I really liked her character in Battlefront 2. She went from like, fighting the rebels to leading the rebels, so I thought it was like a must
Well,
have.
absolutely, Alex. I actually bought the audiobook for this and
Oh, really?
listened to that at work. So I thought, and I hadn't finished the game, which is kind of sad because I never got to finish the game. I just haven't gotten back to it, but listening to the book and then playing the game, and then I think I watched all the stories, those little video segments of it. I watched all those, so I do have a good understanding of where this character is. And you're 100. This character is awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
she's a badass.
And that helmet's awesome as well.
Yeah,
I really like that helmet.
Yeah, I like how they do the chase with the helmet on. Because other chase variants, we've seen it with the helmet on as a common, and then the no helmet is the chase. But this one they did it the opposite. So.
Well, because I think throughout the game, most of it, she has her helmet off. Like, I mean, they do the opening intro to the game where she's got the helmet on, and then she takes it off, and you're like, oh, that's Aiden. And, so I think it kind of makes sense that it's the helmet off as the common, whereas this one's the chase. But yeah, typically...
I think it looks cooler with the helmet, so...
Yeah, I do too. And it's a cool pose. I still like that video segment where she puts herself in the airlock and jets herself out. That was dope. That was dope. Yeah. But it shows you like how awesome the helmets and stuff are, because they can survive long enough to blast through like she did on that. That was crazy.
Yeah. It's a cool one.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
And then the next one I've got is the Porg Chase. So, I mean, this one isn't too much of a deal. You'd really be saving $1 since the PPG is $19. But, I mean, a lot of people were selling it for about $20, $30. So this was the cheapest one that I could find. I mean, I have this one. I think it's absolutely adorable. It was the third chase that I had gotten for my collection. Yeah. And the seller's a 5 rating. So, I mean, he's the only Porg that I have. I know there's a few out there, but the allure of having a chase...
Yeah.
I can't remember if I have this one or not.
Yeah, I think I do have this one, because I have a few. I got
this one flocked or the one with the wings open.
They do have that.
I have 2 of them, and I don't even know which 2 I have.
Yeah, because there's this one. There's one with the mouth closed, and then there's another one with the wings slightly apart, and then there's one with like the wings like fully spread too. So
yeah, there's a few of them out there, but YOLO.
What they should have done is a Porg stepping on a lightsaber.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
That would have been money.
Yeah. So the next guy I've got is Cobb. So he's going for $18. Like, Funko didn't really have him listed, but HobbyDB had his value at $18. So I mean, this seller has him for $12. So I mean, $6 savings was pretty good. I mean, someone had him for $10, but
Yeah, because I would think that's a pretty good price, because honestly, I thought this guy was hard to find, hard to get a hold of. How about you guys?
I still don't have him.
Yeah, I was having a beast of a time finding this one. I actually even went to a site that I thought it was a guaranteed chase and ended up buying a second common, which pissed me off.
Really?
Because I didn't need to buy a second one. You know what I mean? A duplicate. Mm-hmm. I actually thought I was buying a guaranteed, and it was like chance. And I was like,
yeah,
dang.
They were actually started. Yeah, they started selling the Cobb Vanth at the dollar store up here, like for like $5.
Yeah, we have Five Below.
I never came across the chase. There was always a common. So
yeah, our Five Below has that, and I'll be honest, they do have some good ones, because there's some other ones from other IPs that I've seen, Disney and other ones, and and like especially like the Marvel and DC, they've had some killer ones there, because I'm like, I know I don't collect that, but this one's like a gem, and it's like boop, sitting right there, and I'm like, wow, if there's another collector coming through, they're picking it up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Five Below's had some pretty good Funkos lately. I've actually been pretty surprised. $5 is a steal.
Yeah, another place that I found them randomly, by the framing section, where it borders onto the toys area a little bit, and there's a very little bit Hobby Lobby. Yeah, that's what I said, because I was like, what? I saw a little kind of end cap with them on, and then I went down, and like right as I turned around, I had like a little corner of the aisle had some Funkos, and I was quite surprised.
Huh.
Yeah, that's weird.
I would have never thought.
Yeah, and it was early on when they had like tallow dirt and some like they had some fire. I was like, whoa, wasn't expected. And they were like right when they were just getting out there, so I was kind of shocked when I saw them.
Yeah, the one place that I never expected to see Funkos was Party City, and they have like a little Funko section.
No way.
Yeah, that was one that surprised me. I walked in to like go get some party favors or whatever, and they were like right at the bottom, and I was like, huh.
Okay, good to know. I have a Party City right down the road.
Yeah.
Do you guys usually get what is it? Not Halloween Alley. Spirit Halloween. Do you guys get that one down in the States? You guys get it down there too.
Yeah, whenever a store closes, that goes up.
Yeah, same up here. They carry Funko Pops, so if they do end up doing the what is it, the Day of the Dead ones for Star Wars, I'm hoping they show up there.
That would that would be a smart idea to do as an exclusive through them. Honestly,
yeah,
that would be a great shared exclusive way to do it.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Because this past Halloween, all I saw while I was like looking for costumes and stuff was like the newer Hocus Pocus ones.
Yeah,
but I did see in the old Toys R Us building that we used to have. That's where they put the Spirit Halloween.
So. Damn, that's heart crushing.
Yeah, I like walk in and I'm like reminiscing. So it's crazy.
Trust me, my son and I used to drive by the one here in Warwick, Rhode Island, and he would just want to drive and eat lunch and sit at it and look at it because we just miss it, man. He is a huge Jeffrey fan, so being on the spectrum, he would always carry. And I'd say maybe about a year ago he stopped, where he'd carry his like plush Jeffrey, and I have 3 of them. I kept buying them on eBay because you couldn't get them anymore, right? Mm-hmm. So we had bought him the one, and then he loved it. And so just to keep that one alive or make sure that he's got one to survive, I ordered 2 others.
Good dad.
I love Jeffrey and Toys R Us, man. Bring it back, man. Bring it back.
Literally.
Or, make the road trip up here, Patrick.
Yeah, but it's interesting. The Spirits, I kept thinking that their big thing. Did they have something with that Trick or Treat movie or whatever with that little kid Sam? Because mine seemed like, and it wasn't just the one. I've been to a few in the area in Rhode Island. They all seem very related, heavily selling that merch. So I wasn't sure if they had something exclusive with them. Is there something with that franchise and that brand, that store?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the next one that I have is Bo-Katan Kryze, her chase version with the helmet off. I know Amazon a little bit ago was doing a little like really cheap sale where you could possibly get the chance of the chase. However, it is PPG 37, so this seller has it for 25, so you'd save $12. It is a cool one. It was actually the first chase that I ever picked up, and then I had gotten Cobb. But I really like this one because I think that she typically always has her helmet off. She's very rarely following walking the way of the Mandalorian and having her helmet on. So I think it's cool that they did this as a chase version.
Yeah, this is one I want to get still. I did not get this one yet.
See, I have this one. I need to get the Cobb Vanth. So
yeah, the Cobb Vanth is pretty cool. And then this one surprised me. So Funko has it listed as a TIE Fighter chase, which I didn't know was a thing, but it's a smuggler's bounty. So, Funko didn't have a PPG up for it, just listed it as a chase. So Hobby DB has it at $21. So you'd be saving $6 with the seller at the price point being $15. And honestly, I think this one's pretty unique. It's a slightly different. They just added the red lines to the helmet, but it's like different enough that it's pretty cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, I do. I like the look of this one.
It's a little menacing. I like the pop of color.
Yeah, I like the red stripes. As far as like it being a good chase, I don't think it's a great chase, but
I don't think it's a great chase. It doesn't even have like the chase stickers. I don't know if it really is a chase. I just saw that Funko had it in parentheses. TIE Fighter.
This is what they did when you did a smuggler's bounty. They never really put a chase sticker on them. It was either you got it or you didn't. That was kind of the mystery of this box.
Yeah, because they did the same with the Snaggletooth, I think.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense then why it doesn't have a sticker. I didn't know that. And then the next one that I've got, and I think the last one, is the Luke Skywalker on the speeder bike, which is the chase version to the Leia on the speeder bike. So, I mean, the PPG is 24. Most people were kind of selling it for a little bit higher, but I did find this one guy. It's in good condition. There are some minor dents to the box. However, the figure itself is in pretty good condition. So if you're taking it out of box, I think $15 is a pretty good price.
Yeah.
If you care about the box, it might not be so great, but saving $9 is always a save.
$9 is $9.
It's almost a whole other pop.
Pretty much, if you find it at like $5 below, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're getting a pop ride for cheap, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty cool
pop
one.
ride for the price of a normal 4-inch pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, definitely a cool one. But that is all I've got today for the What's Poppin' deals.
That was awesome, Lex. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's jump into our main discussion where we're going to be talking about Funko chases, Star Wars Funko chases, and whether they're lazy or crazy good, I guess. So
yeah, lazy or crazy, right?
Lazy or crazy.
I spec.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
So yeah, we're talking about the chases here. So the first one we got is the Wampa. So this was number 39, blue box. I have the flock version, the flock version of this one.
Yes, which is, I believe, the version on the right.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube.
Oh, it's kind of hard to tell. They look very similar.
They do look very similar.
They look so similar that I purposely had to remember when I was putting the image together so that because it's really like there's a difference. Yeah, the flock is apparently on the right.
Yeah.
I guess it looks like his fur isn't like as defined on the right. I mean, I think the flocked would make a lot more sense for the Wampa, He's got like his fur, so it'd be pretty cool,
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? Lazy chase or crazy?
I don't know. I'd say crazy. This is kind of, I mean, if you like the flocked, again, they look great to put on your shelf and they look awesome to have in the collection. For me and my usage, I don't care for them often, but I do like the one, or I think I got one or two that are flocked, and I don't mind them for what they are. But photographing them, I don't like photographing flocked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I mean, I do like the flocked. I have one flocked of like the Nippet. I don't know if it's considered great, but I don't know that it's lazy. So I feel like I'm kind of in between on this one.
So for me, like I like the flocked, but having it as a chase, I think it's lazy because it's the same sculpt and it's just.
I think if you're going to get one, like make one even more than just a flocked or not, what would have been good is where it had the arm off.
Yeah, like the
that would be
3-liter.
Cool.
Yeah. Where you have the arm
or
off.
Or that 3-pack one, right? Where it has the arm off.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would be cool. But otherwise, I it's a tough one for me. Like,
for me, I'm going to say it's
just
lazy.
Want the regular, the non-flocked, and have been happy with it for me.
Because, I mean, most of the time when they do the flocked, it isn't necessarily a chase. It's just, like, a flocked version. So, I mean, I feel like it's hard to consider the flocked a chase. So, I mean, I'm probably leaning more towards the lazy side, but I definitely am in between. Because I like the flocked,
Yeah. Yeah, as an individual pop, the flocked one's great. Because that's the version I have. But, yeah, having a chase variant that's the same sculpt and it's just flocked, I think that's a bit lazy for a chase.
Not crazy.
Yeah,
not crazy.
So I'm gonna say it's lazy.
Lazy.
So the next one is a Smuggler's Bounty one. As we mentioned, doesn't have the chase sticker, but it's considered a chase. So I think. What do I have?
This is crazy.
I'm gonna say crazy. It's different, right? Because like
100%
you get the blue.
crazy.
I think the blue one's a chase, is it not?
Yes. The blue one was a chase. And that was hearkening back to the days of Kenner, right? So back in 77, 78, when they were releasing these, the only way to get the blue one is if you got, I believe it was either Sears or JCPenney's did the Cantina playset, and this guy came out. And originally the story was they didn't have a full idea when they just sent a still image that was a black and white. so they didn't know the coloring, the sizing, if he, and I think it was only a 3/4 shot, so they didn't realize that he didn't even have boots on or how small he was. They had no reference, so they did that, and then I guess when they showed him the prototype, or the few that they had released, they immediately went back, Kenner, and redid it to the red one, which we have that as the common, even in the Smuggler's Bounty. So I just thought they nailed it because both figures replicate the Kenner version of the counterparts, and it kind of reminded me of that 3-pack that they did of the other Cantina guys. So it really works well. I thought this was if we're gonna call them crazy lazy, this is a crazy.
This is great. Yeah, I'm going crazy for this one too because it's different enough where you can have both of them on display and they don't look too similar. So yeah, I'm going crazy with this one. I don't have the blue one though, so I still have to get that
Me neither. I did not get that. I was heartbroken when I didn't get it either.
Yeah, but I think it's cheap enough though where you can pick it up.
Put it this way, it's more affordable than the actual Kenner figure.
Yeah, probably.
Right? So definitely go for it because the blue version of the Kenner figure, that can get some coin, man. That can ask for some coin. But I again, this is the kind of stuff I like where Funko does because it plays into pop culture, right? It plays into nostalgia, and it goes right into, at the time they were doing the themings of these. So I think I can't remember this Cantina themed or something like that, but it was a really cool idea to have this. I love this idea.
Yeah. I do. I really like it. I like that they're different enough. They have different colors. He's got boots. One doesn't have boots. Like,
even the
they're similar but different. I definitely think it's crazy.
They did the height thing. I mean, they absolutely gave homage to Kenner.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this one.
One of the better chases I've seen them do for the Star Wars chases, for sure.
I think so too.
Yes, 100%.
It's got to be up in the top 3, if anything. Definitely in the top 3.
So the next one is that TIE Fighter pilot. So there you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, the common's just all black, and then the chases got that red. It almost looks slightly like a glossier paint than the common. But that could be the angle.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the angle.
They're not even shot at the same angle, these two. I had a hard time finding an image of the common, surprisingly, for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the craziest one. I think the subtle detail is pretty cool. It's probably a little bit more lazy than anything, but I would prefer the probably chase version to the regular one, but I have the regular one because I didn't even know the chase existed until I got the common, and on the back it showed me that one, and I was like, what? Like, that exists? So I was kind of shook.
Yeah. Patrick, what do you think?
Lazy. Yeah. I like the one with the red stripes. It just adds so much more to it. And it's funny because I didn't even realize that they had a difference of them in the movie with red. And so I saw the pop, then I had to rewatch the movie again to even notice. Yeah. I was like, oh, I just assumed they all had the red. I didn't notice they had one without. So I didn't get this at all, this pop. So kind of bummed.
Yeah. I'm with Patrick. I'm going to say lazy on this one. Like, I do like the red stripe better, but I think it's just like it's like recoloring pops or like doing the chrome pops. I think it's kind of lazy where they just threw some paint on it and they're like, hey, it's exclusive now. So I think it's lazy.
It's so 2 lazies, 1 crazy.
Yeah. So the next one is the Porg.
These were fun.
So, yeah.
These were
so
fun.
The chase is the one with the mouth open.
Yes.
And then they did have a flocked version of both of these, which were both Hot Topic exclusives, I think. So, but I don't know. Start with you,
I wouldn't
Lex.
necessarily call these as lazy, only because they did so many different versions of the Porg. Because I think everyone they knew that these were going to be something cute and kind of fun, and people would enjoy them. So they did 4 or 5 different versions of a Porg. So I at first I would probably say lazy, but knowing that there's a flocked version, a non-flocked version, mouth open, the wings out, the wings all the way out, kind of I think it was kind of cool because it made you want to collect all of them to have a little flock of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I think the Porg has like a similar lore that like Grogu has. They're cute little, characters that aren't typical and like they've been introduced, and there's so many different versions of both of them. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's super lazy because you get to see the Porg's different personalities throughout the movie. So it makes sense why his mouth's open or his wings are spread or like why he's flocked, but I don't think it's necessarily crazy. But I mean, it is one I have, as I mentioned earlier. So that's the only Porg that I have. But I get why it's a chase.
Yeah, if anything, like we said earlier, I would have loved to have a chase where he was stepping on the lightsaber. Would have been
fun.
That would
have been fun.
Yeah. For me, it's like borderline lazy, like not quite, but very borderline. Just because like the sculpt's pretty much the same, other than like the different mouth and the different paint application on the head there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different enough where I have both of them, so not
they were slick on this one. They were slick enough not to be lazy. It's just enough that didn't make it lazy.
Like it just snuck in it.
It's like middle ground for me.
It wasn't too much of an effort in tweaking it to make it different, but
it's neither Obi nor Annie, but it's there.
Yeah. So the next one. So this one's a little different. So the chase is number 229, Luke Skywalker, and then the common apparently is number 228, Princess Leia.
Yep. They got the different pants, as you mentioned, and I did notice Leia has her little eyelashes that Luke doesn't have.
And Luke has the black shirt underneath where Leia's.
I don't think this was lazy. This was crazy to have two completely different rides. Top rides.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think this came out timingly. These came out just after the Smuggler's Bounty already released a Biker Scout on his.
Yeah, I find it kind of strange that they have a different number on the box, because typically the chases are the same number as the common usually, right? So
the Snaggletooth is different. I noticed that when I was putting the
is it? I didn't notice that one.
So is the TIE Fighter.
Yeah, when you do the blue one, it was 69. If you did the red short one, it was 70.
Yeah, the tie was 89 and the red stripes was 90.
90?
Yeah. So, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah. So somewhere they kind of changed that.
I mean, it's not too far off. I definitely think it's crazy. I don't think it's lazy at all because it does, like, it makes sense.
It's not lazy.
You see both of them, this happens, this occurs. You see both of them on a land speeder. You also get to see the Ewok and the trooper.
The Scout
so
Trooper,
I think it totally makes sense.
I still need to snag that Ewok one.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I love that little dude.
I only have the Leia, so I need to get the other three. I need to get the Luke and the Scout Trooper and the...
And like you could totally just have them like positioned, like it could be so cool. Like I definitely really like these ones. I don't have them.
It's funny you say that. I'm actually was working on trying to pose up the Leia and I have them over here on the side, the Biker Scout. So it looks like they're crashing in, like smacking into each other. And Leia, I purposely turned her head just a little bit so she's looking over at the Biker Scout on his.
Nice.
So, I'm trying to work it out. I have an idea, so I'm trying to all right, let me work this out here, so that when I get out into the wild, so to speak, because I want to shoot this one at a park.
Yeah.
Cool.
I definitely like these ones. I'll get them in the foreseeable future, maybe for $50.
Yeah, these definitely aren't lazy. I would consider these crazy.
all these deals that we mentioned on here, Lex is just snatching them up just after the episode ends.
I actually have.
Sorry, guys, they're all gone.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that was on your list? I got it.
Yep, sorry.
Come see me. Come see Lex. I've got all your gems, all your chases, all your grails.
So the next one we have is the number 279 Darth Vader, the holiday edition.
All right. Now, this is better than, Pepto-Bismol Valentine's, right? I'll start with that to give it some credit. But other than that, that's where the credit drops right off because Darth Vader holding a candy cane,
cool.
A little bit better than other things, but the chase on this one is 100% lazy. 100%.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I actually at the last comic convention that I was at, some lady actually does customs and like paints them, and she actually painted this one as like a gingerbread man, and I was like, why doesn't Funko do stuff like that. And I think her company was like Bad Cookie or something, so she actually painted this guy like as a gingerbread man, and I thought it was pretty cool use of
That's
it.
cool.
Great idea.
But this is definitely lazy to me, so
yeah, you would either pick up one or the other.
I don't know. I mean, I still like it better than the Darth Vader snowman.
Yeah, no, definitely. As
yeah,
but
yeah,
you know, that doesn't say a lot. But because that was, I think, it was my I think I might even hate it that worse than Pepto-Bismol Valentine's ones. But they're
just both pretty high up on the worst.
Yeah, like I don't know. And the holding the candy cane is just so insignificant. I think if you're gonna do Vader, it would have been better to hold a present or something than that. Like that.
I don't know. I like the candy cane. Him holding the candy cane because like it's in place of his lightsaber, right? But yeah, the chase is definitely lazy. So
yeah, I mean, I think for what it is, it's definitely a cooler Christmas one. I think that maybe like they should take notes for all the other holidays that they do.
Yeah.
But in terms of this segment, it is definitely a lazy chase to me.
Well, I think they did a good job with the 3PO, the R2. They did the Chewbacca is one of my favorite holidays. The Yoda one. Yeah, those are good. Yeah. This one is kind of
Well, there's only so much you can do with Vader. I mean,
yeah.
I suppose you could have put a hat on him.
They could have done like a Santa hat.
Put a Santa hat. Put a Christmas sweater.
Or like reindeer ears.
Yeah.
They did that to R2.
Yeah, Christmas sweater.
Oh, they did. Yep.
Yeah, Christmas sweater. That would be hysterical.
Yeah. You know what? I'd be happy with that over the snowmen if they did that this year.
Yeah, I don't know why the snowmen just really did not really do well.
No,
they didn't. They didn't float my boat.
No, they didn't.
Neither did the Pepto Valentines. I think those two are like absolutely not going to ever have.
At GameStop when I go in.
See them everywhere. I don't think anyone's going to buy them anytime soon.
No. My wife saw them recently. It's like, I don't think you have the snowman, and they have a whole 5-pack. I'm like, yep, it's gonna stay there.
don't bring that home.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't.
Yeah. I love you, but no.
Yeah. I will give you money to keep that at the store there.
Yes, I'll pay you to leave that on the shelf. They need to have a message when it goes back and like, yep, no one bought it. We're gonna have to give it back to manufacturer.
Yeah, those ones, if Funko wants to send to the landfill.
Those are okay. Those are approved. Landfill approved.
Yeah,
like I don't even think if they donated those ones to kids who don't have any toys, I don't know if they would want them either. So
no, I don't. I don't even think
that's how bad they are.
I think they just go right to the landfill, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree.
So the next one is one that we mentioned in our last segment there, the Pop and Deals. It's Iden Versio.
Yeah, Lex, what do you think?
Crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. This one's like, it's probably one of my favorite Funko Pops, honestly. Like, since I've played the game, like, I think I just resonate so much more with it, and I understand her story, and I think that yes, it is the same Funko Pop, same stance, same everything. She just really has the helmet on versus not, so, I mean, it's not that crazy in terms of what they did to make it a chase, but I think just having that helmet on versus off is like crazy to me because it's so pivotal in the game. So it's definitely a crazy one for me.
I agree. I think it's crazy. Like the helmet, just that I'd prefer that than like a glow in the dark one where it's the same sculpt and everything, and the only thing you can tell is like, oh, if you have the lights off, it glows in the dark, right? But
yeah, this is
the helmet is different enough,
and it's got the two logos like different on each side. Like it's cool, man. I really like this one.
Dope. Like I'm going to start cosplaying as a TIE fighter or a deck officer, and I only wish I could. I'd have to have a whole different flight suit. I couldn't just upgrade with the helmet because they have the red pinstriping and everything everywhere. The detail in this pop is awesome. The comment. I really want this helmet. Like, even when I'm doing my cosplay stuff, I still want to have this helmet because I think that Inferno Squad is just awesome.
Yeah, that's the one helmet that I definitely would like to have in my collection. I just resonate with it. Like, it's just such a cool little like thing to have. Like, I couldn't imagine wearing
Special Forces group, man. Like they can fly. They're fly. They handle the land operate. They're like the SEALs.
They are. They're just badasses.
They
overall.
are. They all were, man. I love them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Very cool pop. This is definitely fire.
Yeah. So the next one is the Bo-Katan number 463, which we got with the Mandalorian. This one I'm gonna say crazy as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, it is Bo-Katan. She is, a Mandalorian that doesn't wear her helmet, and she's a Mandalorian that wears her helmet. I think it's it's good.
Yeah, I always love her helmet, but I really love how Katie Sackhoff and even in the anime series had that little headband, and I think they nailed it in the pop version. So
yeah,
crazy. This is great.
Yeah, if you could make a Funko Pop look any more like a person, like they did a great job of this one. Like it does look like Katie Sackhoff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think crazy for sure.
Crazy, love this one. I still need this one.
Oh, you don't have it.
You don't have
I didn't get this. No, I didn't get this Chase. I instead.
Oh yeah, you got the two commons. You did say that.
Yeah.
I had gotten the common, but I saw the other one out in the wild, so I picked it up. The one with the shield.
Yeah, that one's a good one too.
That one's cool too.
Yeah, I saw that one and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I had to pick that one up. So
I mean, it would have been cool too if they maybe like gave her, a lot of them, I feel like they make slight changes. Same thing with the Iden Versio. They just did the helmet, not helmet. It would have been cool if like maybe she got the dark saber, but I know that wasn't until like season 3. But they could do a little bit more to these chases.
And any of those new Mandalorian boxes are going to be doing for GameStop. Will she have a dark saber in one of those?
No, I think I think it's her with the guns, but they're tilted down slightly. So I think I think it's something we mentioned on
I see. I can remember. Was that on our wish list? Like her flying with the dark saber would be badass.
Yeah, that was on our wish list. Yeah, that was on our top 5. Yeah.
Sometimes our wish list seems so cool you wish it was real.
Oh
you almost believe it in your head.
Yeah. So the next one is Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It just looks like
I'm gonna
him.
Say crazy. Yeah.
This one, right? I agree.
Like,
this is one of my favorite. Like most looks like the character.
Yeah. 100%. It looks like Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
The hair on this one is so good. This photo or rendering doesn't do it justice. It's got the little grays. Dude, it is spot on the detail.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I still need to get this one.
And it's like his flair on Boba's armor.
Yeah.
Like a character that we all know and love. It's a new, just something new, that we don't get to see typically with Boba. So I think it's cool. I have both versions of him, but
yeah, I love
again another no helmet.
Yeah, I love the red scarf on him. I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
they did a good job with this one. It's definitely crazy.
Crazy. I love this one.
Yeah, crazy for me as well. So next one is the first of our sodas here. So this was I think this was one of the first Star Wars sodas they did for Celebration, 2022, I think it was?
Yep, this one was 2022.
This is Boba Fett. I'm gonna say lazy just because it's glow in the dark. Like if you are watching on YouTube, it shows the image. It shows the blue one, but that's what it should look like when it's glowing in the dark. But during the daylight, it just looks the same as the common. So I'm gonna say lazy on this one.
Can I go same with you, Chris?
Lazy.
Yeah. Now, do you have this one, Lex? Because I know you're big into the sodas right now.
I actually don't have this version of Boba Fett. I have... Oh, wait. Actually, I think I might have this one. I have the common, though. The glow-in-the-dark one doesn't have such a great... Now that I have one that has a similar type glow to it, like I have the Darth Vader one, it just doesn't make sense for me to have... Like, since I'm trying to collect a lot of them, it doesn't make sense to have both if there's no noticeable difference. And even the glow on them, like, this looks crazy, but the glow that I have on some of the ones that I do have, it doesn't look anything like that. Like, it's very minimal. It barely glows. So, I mean, I have that one, and I have the common of the other Boba, and I like them. They're different, but I don't think I'll get the Chase one.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up getting the common on this one, but I'm not going to go after the Chase when it doesn't look different at all, right? So
yeah, it just glows, and even the glow isn't like enough for me to be like, oh, I have to have that one, because the glow isn't fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, not like that Luke Skywalker, the 40th anniversary Luke Skywalker. That thing apparently glows. I don't have that one yet, but I think you didn't you just pick that up a little while ago? Yeah.
Yep.
So there's the next one. That's the Luke Skywalker that also was a Celebration exclusive from 2022. And the same thing. I'm just gonna go lazy with this one because it's the same thing. It's unless you have the lights out or have like the black light shining on it or whatever, like you don't see the difference.
Yeah, I've got both of them. It's definitely lazy. It doesn't glow like that at all.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Lazy. I didn't realize. I thought when you see the blue, that's the color, like a hologram. I didn't realize.
They colored it to give off the impression that it's a glow in the dark one.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I mean, it would be cool if it was that color because I definitely love the holograms. But
yeah, that's what I thought they were.
It's the same exact pop.
I didn't realize that, so that makes me more aggravated knowing that. I'm lazy, 100% lazy.
Even if it was just a blue, like a repaint of the same sculpt, I'd still say lazy. But the glow in the dark is just like that's the laziest you can get.
Yeah. The only noticeable difference is that the base isn't like that clear white. It's kind of like it's got that paint to it, so it's kind of like hard. It's like sandier almost in a way. It's hard to describe.
It's like
that's the only noticeable.
Yeah, it's like they have the glow in the dark spray can. And they spray
so it's like that and the lightsaber, and that's all that really glows. So I don't. It was disappointing getting.
Yeah, underwhelming.
Definitely underwhelming.
So the next one is Boba Fett, the regular Boba Fett, but then the chase is the prototype one. So
yeah,
what are you guys' thoughts?
I actually think this is crazy, not lazy. And I know, it's just all white, but the history and the thought process behind doing this one, I thought was cool. Because there's a lot of nostalgia and pop culture history to the white prototype and everything. So I actually like this, and we just recently did a Soda Surprise with Eric from Sire Speed Reviews. So we were hoping he was getting the chase, but
the proto.
To no avail, he got a common. But I think it's cool. I'd say crazy, not lazy on this one. That's just my opinion.
I'm definitely with you. I think it's crazy. I have the common one. I'm still searching for the prototype one, but just even to the one before, the color scheme is a lot different. It even has the mythosaur like on his shoulder pad, and I just love the prototype, the white. Like it is different enough, and I think it's really dope. So I'm definitely crazy about this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna go like just borderline. Like it's borderline lazy. Like they didn't do a straight repaint where they painted it all the same color white, like they do on some pops, like the chrome ones, which I hate. It's all one color, but like they actually took the time and painted like parts of his outfit like a little bit gray,
like that lighter grayish.
Yeah, the lighter gray,
black,
and the armor's white. So yeah, I think
there's enough
crazy, but like just borderline.
Yeah. But there's enough in kind of the lore of the white prototype Fett, whether it was a normal Funko Pop, the helmet, the Black Series, vintage collection. There's been a lot about it, that makes it a real collector's piece. So I wasn't surprised when they did it, but I wouldn't say it's lazy because at least they had to think about the history of everything else that's in the white prototype. So I don't know. Yeah, I'd go crazy on that for the thought process alone.
Yeah,
right. So the next one we have is Luke Skywalker, the Bespin Luke Skywalker, and the chase is him with no hand, and he's holding his other arm that has the missing hand there. So I think this one's crazy. Yeah, this one's definitely crazy. The pose is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense. Like it is very much, correlates with the movie and what's occurring. I think it's crazy.
Yeah. This is how they should do all the chases, like just a slightly different pose.
Yeah. Enough that you can notice it and that it makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially if you're spending the coin how many times you're going to buy them and you're still going to get a duplicate, right? So for as as many times as you're spending your money, they could blow their money to make the cost difference worth it.
Yeah.
In their budget. That's my opinion.
Yeah. So the next one's C-3PO. What are your guys' thoughts?
This is a tough one. I was gonna say lazy, but I do like how they did the red arm and the silver foot difference. But I don't know. I don't think it. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the red arm, in the movies and all that. So I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I might say lazy on this, even though it's different. That's just me.
Yeah. I'm going to say lazy. I'm with you, Patrick. I'm going to say lazy just because the repaint on the arm isn't enough for me to want to go out and get the Chase version.
I've got both. I definitely think it leans more lazy. What I really would have liked to seen is if the common was the unfinished C-3PO.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Like from episode 1.
Even a more chromier version, maybe.
Yeah.
Would have been fun.
Yeah, if you do like a chrome plated one with the red arm, then it's different enough.
A Chase.
Yeah.
But the naked 3PO, that would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been sick.
They did.
I have that one as a pop, and I think it's like one of my coolest C-3PO ones.
Yeah.
So I really wish they would have done that, but it's definitely one of the lazier ones. They just kind of repainted an arm and a leg, but I mean, it's still like C-3PO. He's an OG, so I had to get him.
So the next one is the Wampa soda. So I'm saying crazy for this one, just because again the missing arm, and it makes sense.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. I think when we actually showed the pop earlier, we were discussing that the Chase should have been this.
Yeah.
With the arm missing, so I think this is pretty crazy. It's not flocked or anything, but it's it's movie realistic.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I like my pops too. Is movie realistic. So
this is a cool looking.
It makes sense. Yeah, it's one that I still. This is the first 3-liter.
I think this was the first Star Wars one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool. The puck is really cool too. Like I love the artwork on the pucks, and like the puck is massive. But I don't have it yet. I gotta kind of find a place where I would put these 3 liters. But it's
Where's
it
unscrew from the top portion?
No, the bottom
of the label.
I think the bottom one
just
comes
below
off.
the label. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing slides off and over.
Yeah. So you kind of take the top off, and it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I think the puck kind of like lays down under it, kind of.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I do want to get this one. I don't know if I would buy multiple just to try and get the Chase, though. So,
I mean, at this point, it's been out for a while, so people are selling it. I mean, I've seen it on Whatnot. You can buy the common, the uncommon. Some people still have it sealed if you really wanted to risk the biscuit, but you could definitely buy the Chase or the common, whichever one you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't even care because I already, you know what I mean? I already know what the Chase is. So if I want it, I'm just going to get it. Don't care to, be surprised.
Yep.
Yeah.
At this point, if you want it, you just go for what you want.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I agree. So the next one is Darth Vader soda, and
lazy.
Just lazy.
Lazy.
It
sucks.
The only thing that's glow in the dark is a lightsaber.
Yeah. I dialed it in on that one, boys.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's
really bad.
Yeah,
to have that as an exclusive, yeah. Because and go figure. Because I opened, I don't know, seven or 8 of these sodas. The only one I got the Chase for is the Darth Vader.
Really?
Yeah. No way.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. The one that looks exactly the same. So.
Yeah, I bought an international pack of the 2, and the other day I was kind of messing around when I was making that video of all my glow in the darks, and I was like, let me take a look at these, sodas, and I shined it on the Chase version, and it again, only lit up the lightsaber, and it was literally like half a second that it stayed lit, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, Lex, how did you get the glow on that little short that you did of your glow in the dark? How did you get that glow so nice?
So I turned all my lights off, and I bought like a little flashlight, like a blacklight flashlight, and I kind of just sat there, and I beamed it on it for a minute, and then I turned it off, and I recorded it as it went around, and some of them had some really good glow. I was really shocked.
I was blown away. That's some of the best glow in the dark footage of the Pops I've seen from anyone's recordings.
I was shook. I was editing it, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like this was crazy. It came out way better than I expected. Because when I was filming, it was so dark, I could barely see the glow on it. And then I got it up on my computer, and I was like, "What did I just do? Like this is fire."
Nailed is what you did. It was great. I was like, "Ooh, these are great."
Yeah. Some of them definitely glow better than others, but I kind of just sat there for a minute. I kind of charged it up, turned the lights off, and just like let it ride. And
I had to ask only because I have a few glow in the darks, and at one point I even left them near the window, and at nighttime I came out, and all the lights out at like 1:30, 2 in the morning. And I'm like, that's not really glowing. It's barely a glow, and I wasn't sure what you're doing, but the black light kind of flashlight makes sense. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I bought like a little cheap one off Amazon. It was like maybe $10, just to like kind of see, because I even got like a 3D filament that's glow in the dark to like make a Force Ghost like sign that glows. So I wanted to kind of have that like allure, and I was messing around with it last week, and I was like, you know what, this is pretty cool, worth the $10.
Very cool. Very. Cool. Unlike this chase.
Unlike this one too.
This one too, yeah.
What's the difference? I was going to ask because I don't have this at all. So what's the difference? Is it?
So I think that the chase is actually a little bit more chrome,
metallic,
like metallic. So I don't know that this picture like does it justice.
Yeah,
but it is more like chrome. I still think it's lazy.
Do you have it?
I only have the common. I don't have the chase to like show you, but it is a little bit more like metallic chrome.
It's a little more shinier.
Wow,
a little glossier, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say lazy then, because
it doesn't glow in the dark or anything.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what's so special. This is the same thing. Am I missing something? I was like, is the gun different? No, I couldn't see what the difference was on that.
Same thing. It's just a little color difference, but this picture doesn't do it like such.
It's kind of a pearlescent to it, almost. Yeah. But lazy, definitely lazy.
I mean, it's a cool soda. I like the common.
Yeah, I like the common. Yeah.
Oh, definitely a good looking soda for sure. I want to have one. Yeah.
So the next one, I don't know. Why don't you go first, Lex?
Oh, I like this one. I have him. I was really excited to get him. He was one of the first like sets that I had gotten. I mean, I wish that maybe the common like didn't just have his hands out like he was expecting to hold something, but I like it. I mean, I think it fits. The detail on it is really good. Like, the bottom of his robes have like that tattoo, the dust of the sand. Like, I'm kind of like in the middle. I think it makes sense for the movie and the detail. So I'm probably leaning more towards crazy than lazy, but it's like just there.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Lex. I think it's crazy. I like that. I love the Jawas as a Funko pop, and so the way they did it here is really cute and unique. And I love the hands open. It's kind of like kind of like where he's haggling, and then the gun. I just love that. So like I love how they really made it a totally different pose for each. Well done. Like, why can't they do that for? I mean, and the Jawa I think is a pretty like secondary character, so I don't understand why they would do such a really cool crazy idea of really changing up the posture and sculpt, and yet on some of these others like a Stormtrooper or Vader, they didn't do anything much. So I don't know what that thought process is, but this is way cool. I love this.
I agree with you both. Crazy, because like totally different pose. The gun in the hand, it's classic, right? So
and they're like closed, like it's holding
Yeah,
and the hands out on the common, like it's not too far off. Like it's something you would see, and like Patrick said, when he's haggling with Owen Lars there, possibly. So
and it's cool because his like sash thing, it goes all the way around. Like there's good detail to this one, and like the detail that you see on the front at the bottom by his feet, it goes all the way around too. Like
all
I was
that
really
little
shook
dust
with
and
this one.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, it goes all the way around. It's cool.
Yeah,
I like
it's
the way
cool.
it's just a cute looking little guy. I love the character.
Yeah,
now, is he smaller than the others, or did they make
a little
him
bit
small?
Yeah, it's slightly smaller.
Yeah,
okay,
a little bit smaller.
They're Jawa sized.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I was hoping that it did it a little smaller. I like that. That's cool. I like it. I really. This is crazy. Not lazy.
Yeah, there is a noticeable height difference.
So the next one, this one's crazy. Like this one's like top tier crazy, I think, for me.
Yeah,
because you're getting the spirit of Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
crazy.
So, yeah,
hands down.
Yeah, I mean the comment's great too, but I definitely want to get the chase for this one.
He's not holding a lightsaber in the hollow.
No, not. Is he?
It's just not ignite.
Oh, okay. That's
right.
Yeah,
I had no
he's holding like the lightsaber, but it's not like
the hilt
out.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, he's got the hilt.
That's cool. Yeah, all right. Crazy.
Yeah,
I think the comment and the chase are crazy. Like it's so cool. I love that Funko did this. Like I had to have both.
Yeah, I need to get one. I opened 2 and I got 2 comments. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Try Epic Collectibles. They sell the bundles.
I think that's what I might do, Lex. I think I want to take the guesswork out of it and just have them both.
Yeah, they send both for relatively cheap prices. You can even get international ones sometimes. So.
Oh, that's cool. With the can for the different color can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have this one. Did you get the international can with the blue, or did you get the tan bottom?
On that one, I got the tan one. Because I ordered. I think I got him off Mercari. I had pulled the common on Whatnot, and then I went after the chase on Mercari, but I got the tan one. I had to have both of them. They're so cool.
Yeah. So next one. So this is similar to what the Stormtrooper is. It's metallic for the
metallic.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go lazy for this one just because they pretty much just went with a metallic gloss finish and just sprayed the whole thing over, right? So I'm gonna go lazy for this one.
I'm gonna have to say lazy, but I just want one of these. I have one. I still have to open it yet.
What are you waiting for, man?
What are you waiting on?
I don't know. I was gonna do a video and I just haven't. I don't know. I was gonna do a video and I've just been busy doing so many other things, like creating other videos on shooting my pops and stuff and getting this room ready and trying to take some vacation. And on all the excitement, I never opened it up yet. I still have I still have my Vader one I haven't opened up yet either.
Oh,
slacking, man.
I've got 2 sodas sitting there sealed in a can. I'm gonna have to do a video with my kids. Hey, go get Daddy a soda. Star Wars.
Do it.
I'm
shout out to Ricky.
Star Wars one today.
Do it with your wife. Be like, woman, get me a drink.
No, she'd beat my ass on camera if I did.
That'd be funny. Oh, there you go. There.
I mean, I would pay to see that.
My wife is very much like cool. Like I told you, like she's like my soulmate, right? But she's cool like a cucumber because like she'll just put you in place. She kind of reminds you of Roseanne. Like, you know, she's not gonna candy coat it. She's the one that like my kids are asking us about something the other day. It's like, when we do it, well, yeah, we'll have to ask mom. And if mom says yes, it's totally cool. Why do we have to ask mom? Because we run everything past mom. It was kind of like, that's the golden rule here, dude. I said, you'll learn, son. Don't worry. So yeah, no, I don't know. I will have to open them up. I will have some fun. I will do a video. Even Ricky gave me crap about having sodas I haven't done a video on yet. He's like, what are you doing? Crack those bad boys open.
Yeah.
So I will. I'll probably, if I find some time in the next week or so, I'll try to do them. Because I also want to do the other thing with the biddies too, with the kids.
Yeah.
That you and I were talking about. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So the next one, Darth Maul. Fire for me.
Crazy fire. You name it. This is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely, they did similarities to the Obi-Wan. I mean, the chase doesn't it has the hilt, not ignite. The common has it, fully out. I think it's absolutely crazy. And this one even has the hood down to show his horns, and then the hood up with the 3 horns still peeping through.
Yeah,
this thing is fire.
Yeah. This is definitely a bundle set for me.
Yeah, Epic Collectibles. That's why I got this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to get the chase. So
this is awesome.
Yeah, this one is
love this one.
Funko did right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back and done a Funko Pop version of Darth Maul Hollow like that.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, come on, that's easy money. And you know that other Maul, what was Big Country saying? Steve from Big Country saying that goes for some cashola, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, serious. So, like, you know, to get people kind of excited about another Hollow Maul, do that.
Yeah. Do it with the hood up, and then it makes sense, and then I'll buy it.
Yep, 100%. And the soda, I want this. I do want this, but I only want the hollow of this.
Okay, so are you going crazy then for the chase? I gotta say crazy.
I'll say crazy because he's not. It's a different pose.
It's a different pose. Yeah,
it's a different pose. It's a different paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's the craziest one. But it's
what, 10 inches? He's 10 inches, right? This one, the 3 liter.
I think that's what they are. They're probably. I don't have one to compare it to, so
they're definitely big. I don't know how big, but they're big.
They gotta be close.
I'm thinking it's probably the size of one of my 10-inch, like the 10-inch.
Yeah, maybe 8 inches, maybe somewhere in there.
It's probably about 8 to 10.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool. It's different. It's kind of like the Wampa, right? But instead of just taking the arm off, they went a little more. So I won't say this is lazy. This is definitely a crazy version.
I don't think it makes sense like with the movie, but I definitely like that it's a different pose and they have the different color scheme. The eyes are different. So, I mean, they put some effort into it. Does it totally make sense to me? No. But I don't think
Again, I really would have much rather had the chase be a battle damage Vader from Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, considering Kenobi's been out now for over a year.
Yeah, and they haven't even released the Funko. I think that's probably the reason they haven't even released the Funko version of that yet.
That's okay. I would have gotten one of these sodas and tried to get the chase.
I would have got one of each, to be honest.
Yeah. I think that would have been more fire. I mean, we've seen Vader in so many renditions, but we really we were only getting one delivered like that, right? With that battle damage. So it's come on. It's been a while.
Yeah. Either battle damaged or like him with his helmet off being like older. Those are the only two that would have made sense to me, really.
Well, I got the 10-inch lights and sound Vader, and my thing that was kind of bullshit about that was it's the same exact thing as my smaller one. If not less, well, it's the same. It's exactly the same. I mean, it's cool. But at that point, I would have thought like, holy I mean, it does have the base that's even similar with the orange and all. But I still would have rather expand upon some of the phrases from Kenobi. I am what you made me, you know, any of those things. Like, you know, you thought you were going to beat me, master, you know, whatever. Like any of those things.
I killed Anakin.
Yeah. That whole piece with him and Obi-Wan going back. I would have been so excited to have a mixture of both. So I was kind of like, dude, to have a 10-inch lights and sound release after all that, and it still be exactly the same as what I got 3 years before. I'm sorry, that was kind of lazy and bullshit.
Yeah.
I still wanted it because again, Vader is one of those characters I really enjoy. So I wanted to have it a larger size, but I was just like, man, couldn't they have done a little bit, taking the stretch goal a little bit better? Just me.
Yeah. It's crazy how ingenious they are about some of this stuff and how like lackluster others are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
And you know, again, not having any idea of what their workflow's like or anything like that. Like maybe there's times where they're on a budget, you know, for we don't know why, and you know, maybe another IP's line they took a loss, so they need to make it up on when they're producing these Star Wars ones at times. I don't know how that all works, but maybe that comes into play, you know, as the marketing and production pieces of it that we're, you know, the conceptualization that we don't know. I have no idea. I'd be a fly on the wall to hear those kind of conversations. Love to have a guest from Funko kind of just walk us through, like, concept to production. Like, tell us the thought process. Like, what's the boardroom? Is it heated? Do people get, excited or pissed off that they didn't get their character chosen or this version of the character? Or, I'm curious. Like, what's that like? That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be an interesting conversation.
Boardroom brawls only at Funko. 10 execs come in with 10 ideas, 1 item leaves.
1 exec goes out.
Yeah, one gets produced.
Yeah. So here's the next one. So Greedo. Love the common, but again, I'm gonna go lazy with the chase.
Yeah, same
lazy,
here.
But I want the chase on this one for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I like that shimmer more on this one. But yeah,
no, I prefer the common over the metallic look to it.
I think whatever one I get, I'll be happy with, but I don't think I need both.
I just like the colors, the colors.
They did. Yeah, and you got to think the international one's going to be orange at the bottom, or is this international? Maybe this is the international.
I think that's not international. I think the international is orange.
Orange, yeah, the orange.
I think
will be
so.
The international, yeah. I'm still waiting to see this one at Hot Topic. So,
has this one released yet or no?
It's on their website.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's on their website though.
Because I went to my local store and I looked for him the other day and didn't see him, and I was like, oh, maybe I missed him.
Yeah, should be showing up in store soon, but it's on the Hot Topic website. So,
right on.
If anything, I might order it later. We'll see. But yeah, no, I do like the common, but yeah, as a chase, just to do the metallic, like I said, I'm picturing some guy at Funko being like in a room with all these things and just, with the spray can,
painting them. Yeah,
yeah.
It's not even that; it's a machine.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is.
It's a guy sitting there with his Death Star mug, drinking coffee, going hitting a button.
Well, they got the machine with like all these Funko sodas going through, and they're getting glazed like the donuts at Krispy Kreme, on the conveyor belt.
Exactly what I'm
they're going through, and it's dripping on there.
I mean, that's what it looks like. So
yeah,
I think really anything glow in the dark.
That'd be a pretty cool tour. I would go to Funko and tour their factory to see them glazing all these Greedos.
Or the what's that diamond?
Or the Amidala
that they do?
Yeah. They got the confetti cannon full of this the sparkle.
It's like something out of Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
That would be fun. They should do something like that. That would be awesome if they kind of, did something like that, and you had Freddie Funko come out in your tour. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. He's like giving your tour.
Dude, that would be hysterical. Freddie Funko giving the tour.
Yeah. So next one's Princess Leia. So this one's definitely crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this one, because like I have the Funko Pop, the Power, what is it, the Across the Galaxy one, or the whatever it was,
Power of the Galaxy or something.
Power of the
Galaxy. Was it Power? One of them. And
yeah, I think it's Power.
And like the sleeves on it, like she had the translucent sleeves where you can kind of see through the dress a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they did the same treatment on this one or not, but either way, it looks cool. And
yeah, I do like this a lot.
The chase is different enough where she's holding the Yavin medal and stuff.
100%. That Yavin medal is fire.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that idea.
It's a different enough pose, and there's an addition to it. It's different. I like it.
Yeah, I think this is one that, like, if I get one or the other, I'm fine with. I'm not gonna go after the chase if I don't get it. Not like the Obi-Wan or the Maul, but yeah, if I get one or the other, I'm happy. I think with this one.
Yeah,
this is another one I don't think it's out yet either.
No,
I've seen some sellers have it on whatnot, but really? I haven't actually seen it myself with my own eyes in the wild.
Yeah, I wonder if they're buying it overseas and getting it
most
already.
Likely, because they buy it by the case and then do like a case break.
Yeah. But that does it for our Funko chases, whether they're crazy or lazy. Let us know in the comments on YouTube or on Spotify or wherever you're listening to the podcast what you think of these, and if we missed any, let us know. But as we end every episode, Patrick, where can people find you when you're not on the podcast here with Lex and I?
When I'm not on the Star Wars Popcast talking all things Star Wars Funko Pop with you and Lex, I'm on my own channel, Toy Photographer, and I'm creating Star Wars Funko Pop images. And every once in a while, we do my version of unboxings, the What's in the Box. And I know lately, I think me getting excited and hyped for Ahsoka. I just did my top 5 Ahsoka Funko Pops. And the images that I showed, 2 new images there, kind of premiered during that live stream. They'll be dropping in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that, because both of those images I can probably say are some fire, especially one is literally fire bringing to the table. And I think for me, I get excited. I get so excited, like I'm immediately like, Chris, what do you think of this? And I barely even finished the final edit. I'm like, what do you think? It's awesome. And I get so excited. So there's one that I had the image in my head. I literally bought this pop trying to make this image ever since I saw Tales of the Jedi. So stay tuned, because it is literally fire. I love this image. It's one of my new favorites for sure. So stay tuned to that. But enough about me. What are you doing, Lex? Because I know you're always what's in the poppin', and you're shopping. So tell us, when you're not in the Star Wars podcast talking all things Funko with us, what are you doing?
When I'm not here with you guys chopping it up about Star Wars Funko Pops, I'm on my own channel, Jedi.lex. I do anything from unboxing any new orders that I get, of really anything. I do comic summaries, which I have been lacking on a little bit. I try my best to go out to stores and see what they have for their inventory, and I even go to various comic conventions and try to document my experience while there. So anything and all things Star Wars, I'm always trying to document and make videos and posts about for you guys. That way I can share my collection and my love for Star Wars with you guys. So that's always what I'm trying to accomplish. And Chris, when you are not here with Patrick and I chopping it up, where can we find you?
Well, when I'm not on the Popcast with you and Patrick, I'm on my own channel as well, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews and trying to do top 10 videos every weekend. So definitely check out all of our other channels. They'll be linked in the description below. But thank you so much for watching and listening to the podcast wherever you find your favorite podcasts, and we will see you in the next episode.